Peace, Senator.
Peace, brother.
I didn't purchase the debate, and it's one reason.
No, I put it up. It was up yesterday.
Yeah. I'm explaining myself. I watched it yesterday, and the reason why I didn't purchase the debate, sir, unfortunately, is because I knew the flim flam was going to be on. After watching the debate, I was even more disappointed in Inky's performance, because he has to realize that the community has evolved past the early 90s or the early 2000s, where you could have done the semantic and done the shows. People are tuning in to really get the information. And I appreciate the platform where it's open to the audience to make their minds up. So Inky was very disappointing in this presentation, because Jabari was having a discussion that I feel should be had in our community: the historicity of Jesus. Is that scholarly consensus actually what it is? Let's explore and examine that. And Inky took away that opportunity, doing his semantic flim flam. But he's been doing that all throughout the preparation, even for the debate with Ankh. He's flim-flamming, making videos, straw manning. This tactic is undermining the debate platform and undermining the debate arena. Inky doesn't deserve to be having profile debates if this is the level of his performance. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you.
The second one, that he stole an opportunity to present actual information. He did rap songs and a bunch of flim flam in the debate with Ankh, and in this debate he was completely 3 rounds long off topic. At no point did he actually address the debate of the topic of the debate. He spent time trying to poison the well and create a red herring against Jabari, which was completely nonsense. At this point, we understand the fallacies. You cannot play that game.
There you go. All right. Let me go on over to Ankh, man. Ankh, what's up, brother?
What's up, Cedrick? Pseudo Kill Official, man. What's good?
What it do, God Killer?
Yeah. Hey, sorry, you gotta take the thing down. Reggie thing down. It's covering me up on a.
I just put it up there because Reggie assumed. See, saw you trying to help Jabari. No, I'm not, Reggie. I'm not trying to help Jabari. Jabari do not need my help, and people always say that. I don't know why they keep saying that nonsense. You know.
I can tell you. I can tell you why.
I know you're gonna tell me why. Go ahead.
You think you always trying to, you save them, you come through all that. You do.
No, I don't. I just don't go with the BS.
That's your champ. Yeah,
I don't go with the BS. If y'all can beat Jabari straight up, you beat him. If you can beat him straight up,
listen, Saul, you had a front row seat.
What?
You had a front row seat with me and him talking.
When y'all had a debate?
Nigga, it was a whenever me and him had.
No, man, I'm talking about in a debate. And
you don't let that man lose a conversation. You got
no. If you got check this out. Come on, if you got 20 niggas and y'all all going at Jabari, brother,
how is that possible? I get 30 niggas going at me. I don't get no help. I don't, yo. Like I don't get no help. I ain't crying because look, be honest with you, it ain't fair. It's like me going to a little league game and running the ball like Jim Brown over their ass. So I get it, but I don't know why you think Jabari needs so much help, though. He don't need no help.
All right, I'm not helping Jabari, man. I'm not going to
no more.
No, I'm not even going to join in. Let me ask you. Do you think that Reggie is ready for Jabari to get in the ring? Because Reggie is calling Jabari out.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what he's calling him out on. The same thing Tahuti was dealing with. The Netchers were literal.
So the Netcher is you can't necessarily look at the Netcher the same way you would look at it in like monotheism and all that. The system was a little complex there, but we messed it up. You got to read they had a belief system too, though, bro. So we can't wash that away like we tried to. But it's very complex. The word Netcher does not fit comfortably with the word God. Egyptologists and experts will tell you that. But they had a belief, yo. They really did, yo. They really had a belief. But remember, I always said they were soft atheists, right? Where just like the Greeks was, like they basically had a natural cosmology.
Were the Neters literal, Unc?
Not in the literal sense, right? It can change back and forth, kind of, but not like people be trying to say, or like Tahuti and be trying to say. So if I say Neteru and I say Elohim, right? You're looking at two different perspectives.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like one would be kind of like monotheism, right? So the Egyptians, they didn't literally believe, did they believe they was ritual, right? They had kingship theology. They had natural cycles. They incorporated in a cosmology, and so there was African spirituality and animism is very, very complex, bro. But the mistake we make is thinking them niggas ain't believe. They did believe all. They really did. They really thought that stuff was going to have an effect on them, yo. And
but Jabari agreed with that. He agreed with that, Unc.
Yeah, but it's a belief system like it wasn't no more slicker.
Jabari, he knew that's what the people felt. Yeah, he knew that.
Yeah, the people wasn't as literate as everybody trying to make it, yo. You had a priest class that could read and write, and then the majority of the people didn't live in the cities. They live in the rural areas. You know what I'm saying? They get their spirituality from they patron deities, they family deities. So it's real complex, man. We just in this community, yo, we simplify everything, yo. Mm-hmm. What I will say is the Egyptians had a religion like everybody else.
Right.
They believed in their religion, had powers. They believed in magic. Nobody don't talk about that. They thought they magic would actually help their medicine. Right? They did.
Right.
They did. And they was human like everybody else. So I'm not knocking none of them. But I tell you what, African Americans ain't goddamn Egyptians. I'll tell you that part.
All right. Let me go to the sniper. 1914. What up, brother? What's up, sniper?
Hey, what's going on? Can y'all hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
What's going on, side man? Peace to the panel, man. Appreciate all y'all brothers on here, man. Love the knowledge. What's going on, though?
What's good, brother?
Yeah, tell us. That's what we asking you. What's happening? What do you think about everything that's going on with the debate? Inky, Jabari, Inky, Ankh. What do you think?
Man, to be honest, I think truthfully, man, Inky won that.
How he won? Tell me how he won. Tell me. No, hold on. So, if you're gonna say that, you got to tell me. Show us where he proved. No, yeah, show us where he proved that Christ was a historical and literal person. Show us. Go ahead.
So let's begin with literal. When he pulled up the etymology of literal, meaning this in the letter, you know what I'm saying? It's not actual. It's not what we're thinking as like a flesh or something like that. It was just a word, and then the historicity in it, just being the historical evidence. He pulled up.
You got to demonstrate that, though, brother. You can't just talk. Show us where he proved that Christ, Jesus Christ, was a historical, literal person. Show us.
That wasn't the flyer, though, sir.
But you heard what he said. Let me play it for you in case you didn't hear.
And I heard what he said. It don't matter what he said.
Tell me what he said. What he said, brother?
I think Jabari asked him. Well, no, you asked him. Was this going to be are you going to be talking about Jesus Christ?
No, Jabari asked him. Jabari asked him, brother.
Jabari asked him? Okay.
Yeah.
So Jabari asked him, like, hey, are you going to be talking about Jesus Christ? He said, absolutely.
No, not that part, brother. Not that one.
Oh, okay. What part?
All right, let me get it for you.
So you go ahead and play it.
All right, I'm going to get it for you right now. And you're going to still, after you see this, I want you to tell me what you think.
All right.
All right, here's the debate right here. Listen.
Believe in Bible narratives. Very, very vague. Extremely vague.
This is the way
I'm saying if you believe in a literal, historical Jesus Christ, who was crucified, died, and was buried, if you believe that he practiced miracles, if you believe, and I'm going to get to you on this, don't think I'm not on your back on this. If you believe in the Exodus, which Jesus also mentioned, if you believe in all of those things, it is incompatible with the Kemetic condition, with the Kemetic understanding. Here's a question for you. You are actually arguing that you are going to prove that Jesus Christ is a literal historical character. Are you going to do that with contemporary sources? With contemporaneous sources?
Absolutely. 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 Absolutely.
Yo,
Okay, so go ahead, brother. Now you can finish. Did he prove
Nah,
that
li-
Jesus Christ was a historical, literal person? Go ahead, brother.
yes, he proved it.
Oh,
Jesus
damn.
Christ is a character. For anybody that knows Jesus
Historical,
Christ,
brother. Historical, literal character. A historical, literal, meaning Jesus
the
Christ was
definition.
real. Was
By
a
the
real
definition,
person,
no,
brother.
that's where you're getting it mixed up.
No, that's where you getting it mixed up, brother.
Historical doesn't mean real either. It just means history. You understand? Literal. If you go to the etymology of literal,
Brother,
you
you looking crazy in front of the people, brother.
how I'm
You
looking
before the
crazy,
people
son?
right now,
People don't
bro.
understand grammar. They need to go back to liberal arts and understand words, man.
Cedrick, what do you think about what the brother's doing, Cedrick?
Flim flam scamming.
Yeah, them dudes deserve to get scammed, and that's what I said over there before.
Man, hey,
Them dudes
listen, that
deserve
ain't a
to get
scam,
scammed,
bro.
brother.
If you don't understand words, you automatically gonna be scammed. We already
Oh,
in this
and obviously you
flip-flam
don't
thing with
understand
black.
words and you lack understanding of context, because words have meaning in context. That's why words have synonym or words have different meaning based on the context, right? If I'm talking about we're going to chase some paper, you're not thinking about a blank piece of paper, are you? Because words have context. When we talk about a character can be a symbol. A character could be an individual. A character could be a figure in a novel. What are we talking about? So if you don't understand and take context into consideration, my brother, Saneters is right. You're going to get scammed because you're being scammed right now.
Hey, not only that, look at the flyer. Is Christ the Word? When you put Christ and the Word together, you're talking about Jesus.
Biblical context.
You're talking about Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is the only one that's the Word. You see? It ain't nobody else that's the Word. Jesus Christ, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was Christ, and the Word was with Christ. That's what it's talking about. So Jesus Christ is the Word, bro. Now, when you look at the flyer, tell me.
Can I speak for a
So,
second? If you can hear me?
Not yet, Reggie.
All right.
Let
ahead,
the brother.
Reggie.
I want the
Let him
brother to
speak.
finish.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Reggie. Go ahead.
Okay, great. So Christ is a title.
Cam up.
So
Cam up.
I can't because I can't. You won't see me. Here you go. All right. Here you
All
go.
right.
All right. So Christ is a title. A title would go to a living man. A title. Christ was not the only. Jesus was not the only Christ. Before him, the Persians, the people out of Babylon.
Jesus was the only Christ that was the Word, brother. He's the only one.
Wait, stop. That's according to the Bible, but Christ is a word that's outside the Bible.
Yeah, but he put Christ in the Word. He said, "Is Christ the Word?"
No, that's the Bible, but Christ is a mystery system word.
Brother.
Wait. See, wait. Christ is a there were many other Christs. It comes from a Greek word.
He's talking about a specific Christ. It's Christ.
No, I'm not so sure. I don't think that. I just think that Inky.
In a
I wish I would have been able to talk to
historical
Inky.
Jesus.
He choked on that because he should have outlined other Christ, right?
You are actually arguing that you are going to prove.
I don't get it. I can see fucking hate when I can smell it when I see it. You hear Jabari asking this nigga.
You're talking about
asking him, are you gonna prove? Are you gonna prove? Are you gonna prove? That's what and y'all standing there with this old crazy flim-flam shit.
I'm not no crazy motherfucker, yo. I'm not crazy. I'm brother Reggie, yo. Who you talking to, yo? Who you talking to?
Hey,
Who you talking to?
If you want to beat him, beat him straight up.
Listen. And
going to prove
you know what you're doing?
that Jesus Christ is a literal historical character. Are you going to do that with contemporary sources? With contemporaneous?
He's asking him, are you going to prove that Jesus Christ is a historical?
Watch this. You're talking to me. That debate is over. Okay, wait, hold up. That debate is over. You can keep talking about it. You already made your decision. You gave it to the Mayweather.
I didn't give it to him. The people did. The people did.
No, you did. You played the song
did yesterday, brother.
All right. Okay, so now watch this. Okay, the people did. The people gave it to the Mayweather. Okay, so now we can just backtrack and think about some of those things. Jesus Christ was not the only Christ. It's a Greek word. It's not a religious word.
Okay, Reggie, let me ask you, what Christ do you think Inky was talking about?
Inky, that's where I said that Inky choked. If he was talking to somebody else, if somebody else was talking, they would have spelt it out, right? I think that Inky choked on that part, right? So I think that in that part that Jabari got up and all the other type of stuff, right? But my whole point of it is Christ is a title that goes to a literal man. Now, my problem with Himnecher Tepi Jabari is that is he a Himnecher of a Netcher? Well, if Netchers are forces and stuff like that, then he's a Himnecher of forces and energy, right? But but the ancient Egyptians don't talk like that. They talk very specific. So he's Himnecher Tepi of forces and energies. I got that, but that's not ancient Egyptian. That's an interpretation of ancient Egyptian, right? So if it works out that we get a chance to debate, and so we will only do that, watch that.
In your opinion, who won between Jabari and Inky?
I think Jabari won because Inky had a chance to be much more clearer about what he was going to say. He hit his hand, and that hurt him. I see. That's the only problem. He hit his hand. He hit his hand. I knew he was going to talk about the caress because I did a show. My show earlier was talking about the caress. So I already knew what Inky was going to do. Inky just hit his hand. He should have just been straight. I am not going to talk about Jesus Christ.
Right. I agree with you.
And that's the problem. But at the end of the day, Inky showed a lot of information. You could say it's off topic, right? Jabari showed us nothing new that we didn't know.
Let me ask you
nothing new, but he wanted to debate.
When Tahuti went up against True Islam, right? And the topic was supposed to be about what again? You remember?
I have to look it up.
I think the topic was about something, and Tahuti went up there on the stage, and it was totally different. And you know Tahuti, my man, did not tell Tahuti he lost because he was
right. Because that's when you hide your hand. My issue is if Jabari is the Himnecher Tepi, right, of forces and energies, right, then he is being duplicit because forces and energy can't be literal. It can't be literal. So he's saying one thing, but he is worshiping forces and energy, which can we say is literal? Yeah, we can say a particular force and energy is literal, right? We could say a particular force, right, in nature is literal. But what is he talking about? What is he talking about? So then what he does do is he goes deny Christianity. He's been a Christian for probably half his life, So now now when he was there, he wasn't saying nothing that to the priest. So now what he does is he allows Christians to have literal persons. There are little persons in Christianity, and to say that, for example, there wasn't a person named Jesus. Not saying what the Bible folktales are on it, but there may have been a person called Jesus, right? Yeah. And just to simply deny that, right now is problematic. It's problematic because they're all Christians.
Did you see when I brought up MPD at the beginning?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Yeah, he said that they were forces, they were energies, they were laws.
You agree with
it? I agree in part, but I know what you do. You do what you do, Saneter, to promote a debate. I didn't get a chance to talk to Ifadishi.
Reggie, you can huff and puff, but I'm not going to fight. You're too old for that, brother.
Okay, you're not going to debate. If you want this debate, here's the thing. Do you want to save Jabari and not don't help him? Because if you keep helping him, if you keep trying to help him, I'm not going to debate.
You know what? I'm not going to help him. If you debate Jabari, I might have to call.
No, you gave him a salad. You see, no, you don't fake me out. I've been with you for damn near 10 years.
To be the moderator, brother.
Bro,
I would not even
bro, let me tell you what you did. You got a sound clip, right? For coming in debate. You helped him. I've been with you for 10 years. I know almost all your tricks. And I know 95% of your tricks. Don't play me. And yo, I never talk about nothing. It's your business. You know I've been your right-hand man. Jabari ain't been your right-hand man. He's a guest on your show.
All right, let's keep that. Come on, let's not go crazy.
Yeah, don't play me though. You try to help him. You try to help him with a clip, right? And I listen to it. Huh? Say what? What you say?
Because that's the only reason why I'm playing the clip. Because he lied on me.
Okay, no, listen. I don't have a problem, but when him Nechatepi start recording goddamn phone calls, and then when the people want to hear it, just to be sure, him Nechatepi don't want to show the goddamn phone call. So where does the phone call go? So I don't like that. You're him Nechatepi, you spiritual, you're recording phone calls, and then when the people want to hear, just to be sure what you all talked about.
Oh, man.
Nechatepi don't want to show the goddamn
phone. So family, press 1, because I think this debate is going to be crazy. If y'all want to see get in the ring, press 1. Press 1 if y'all want this smoke, if y'all want to see this. Because it's going to cost. I want you to know now. It's going to cost some money.
Ain't no free debates over here, bro.
There's no free debates over here. Mm-hmm. It's going to cost. No so if y'all want to see that, we're going to see how much y'all want to see it.
Oh, you know everybody want to see that, yo. Either shut Reggie up or Jabari up. Because they've been needing to get in it for a long time.
And I'm taking side bets if anybody wants side bets.
Yeah, if you don't help Jabari out, yo, I think Reggie
you're going to be the moderator, brother. I'm not nothing out.
So I got a pseudo detector though.
yeah. I'm gonna fall back and I'm gonna let moderate this one.
Built-in pseudo detector.
I'm gonna get out the way.
Yeah, I got built-in pseudo detector.
I got a question, sir. How is you going?
Hold on, Saneters.
Yes, sir.
Your word be your bond. You taking side bets?
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Woo! Hell yeah! I'm gonna take side bets.
My main purpose for jumping on is what I wanted to ask was, beside it being a paid debate, is it going to be a face-to-face, or is it just going to be a regular debate?
I was thinking about doing that. You know that? I was thinking about that.
Oh, man, that'd be a good one.
But we would have to find the revenue. But I was thinking about that too. Mm-hmm. I think a face-to-face debate, this would be a good one.
Started back up.
Yeah. This would be the perfect startup.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the. You might have to have like a card, yo, with a couple,
Yeah, no doubt.
You can do a card.
Yeah, I think I could do it. But see, that's gonna cost money. Y'all don't want to donate, especially you, La. You don't give zakat to me, man.
He put
You
you right
don't give
on.
me no zakat.
There you go. There you go.
You know, brother. But you want these debates, but you don't give me no zakat, man. People got to donate for that, right? Right or wrong, huh?
Yeah,
We got
Hey, La will buy you a drink at City Island. He buy you some hors d'oeuvres, right? At City Island. So don't say he won't buy you zakat. Don't say he won't give you zakat. He'll buy you drinks, right? Him and Dana give you drinks. You want some hors d'oeuvres, right?
You know I don't drink. You know I don't drink.
We got to
Okay.
teach La how to use the cash app. That's his own problem. He wants to debate. I mean, he want to contribute. He just don't know how to use the cash app.
Hey, Reggie, if you lose, you're gonna have to eat a hot chip, Reggie. If you lose, you're gonna have to eat a hot chip.
I'm gonna have to eat a hot what?
A hot chip.
Hey, listen. Every debate, if I lose, it's always it's always the penalty of losing. But my issue is, I'm smart. I've been around. I'm not gonna debate if I think you helping them, and if you don't, and you keep helping them.
I'm a block the
Wow,
You start. Okay,
Reggie.
ask me a question. Answer my question. Answer my question. So, if the person is a Hemnet Tepe in the modern world, right, of a shrine, right, and what is he teaching? Forces and energies?
I wanted to ask the brother Reggie something about that statement. Keep saying that.
No, I got it.
Hemnet Tepe should be one who's upkeeping the principle. In this case, he's supposed to be Hemnet Tepe of Ma'at. So if the Hemnet Tepe is supposed to be the upkeeper of the principle, how can he not upkeep balance and order and justice? How can he not do that? Why are you saying that like that's an impossibility? That's a little disingenuous, don't you think, Elder?
No, he right on point. You ain't listening to what he's saying.
Who's talking? No, who's talking? Who's your brother's talking? I can't see. Who's talking? Let me answer for myself. Okay, anybody can say that they upkeeping the principles. Malachi York can say that. They did say that. Anybody can say that. But how you doing it? You got some special superpowers? You're just a man. You go to the bathroom, you use toilet tissue. He ain't upkeeping no special principles that nobody else is not. Right?
So he can't upkeep my eye?
You can upkeep my eye.
Ain't that what he's a Hemnet Tepe of?
Okay, so here's the problem. What is a netcher?
A netcher? It can be a divine principle, law. It could even be a person.
Okay, good. He's a servant of the netcher. So being a servant of a netcher allows you to do that? Let the netcher do it.
What is the 10th on the Ennead? After the 9, what's the 10th? What role does the Nasubiti play?
Oh, he's the king.
But what is his role as a netcher?
Right. Wait, hold on. First of all,
moving the goalposts, brother. He's moving the goalposts.
Yeah. No, that's all right, La. Because first of all, to be a Hemnet, you can only be a Hemnet Tepe of a king. Who's this king?
No.
Yo, don't play with me.
Hey, brother. Come on, bro.
Don't play with me. Who's this king, yo? You know what? He's the king of his own show. And the people, his flock. He uses the word flock.
Reggie, let me ask you a question. Reggie, so you basically saying
asking another question?
No, this is me. This brother Ankh. So you basically saying I think that's important for the audience to hear what you just said. You said for him to be what he claiming to be, he has to be that for the king, the pharaoh, which is correct, and is keeping the divine order, right? So, but if there is no pharaoh, right, and African Americans are not Egyptians, then he faking us out. Then basically, he's playing with our intellectual real estate between our brain, and it verifies why he actually has a degree in divinity from a wild ass metaphysical pseudo spot that ain't nobody talking about, right? See, he used that against us. I got a degree in theology. No, he got a degree in pseudoisms because that's where it's from. That's not even throwing no shots. That's not throwing no hate. That's the truth. His degree in divinity is not at the same level that the rest of his degrees are.
So y'all saying that it wasn't no Ham Netchers and pre-dynastic Kim before there was even an establishment of a kingdom and dynasties, all that. You telling me that there wasn't no upkeeping of the Netchers beforehand? Y'all, that's what y'all saying right now?
No, brother, that you're not listening. You're not listening. You do not know what a hymn netcher is. You are trying to recreate something. A hymn netcher is a servant of the netcher, but he's through the king. He's not he has to have a king, someone in authority that is an intermediary between the people and the netchers, right? And we'll get to what the netchers are. But there's no hymn netcher tepi that I have ever found that does not have a king. So now you fix that. So I don't want to hear not to you, brother, but I don't want to hear no psychobabble, no new age Timitism. You show me a hymn netcher, right, without a king. Show me it.
All right. Reggie, let me go back to the.
All right.
He believes. Go ahead, the sniper. Tell us why you believe that Inky won.
Okay.
You got your joint on mute, sniper. All right, let me get rid of you, and then you'll come back in, and we can hear you.
So, can I make this point real quick?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I think it's important. And so, when we ask the questions, did the Egyptians literally believe the gods existed? That's what you're saying, right? We would have to say
no, that's not what we were saying. We was talking about
right?
The Netchers literal. That's what the question was.
Right. You saying that they believed they was literal. My fault. The Egyptians believed that they was literal.
Not all of them.
Well, the
people believe Jesus exists today. It's the same thing.
So you mixing me up. I'm trying to make a point that the Netcharu included the different deities and different things. And the question is, did the Egyptians believe they was literal? Okay, and I'm gonna say yes, but not in the literal, in the modern Western sense, and that's anthropologically. So we study these concepts through anthropology, right? So I would say this: the Egyptians experienced the Netcharu as a real force through what? Ritual effectiveness, temple liturgy, kingship theology, natural cycles, agricultural cycles, death, and the afterlife rites. So functionally, the Netcharu were functionally real, okay? Cosmologically real, because the world itself was sacred. And if we deal with the Israelite religion, by contrast, it says there's a single historical covenant with God, who issues commands, who acts in history, who has moral personality and will. It said these are distinct frameworks in the concept of real. So summarize it. It says, yes, the Egyptians believed the Netcharu were real, but they understood divinity through a complex, pluralistic, cosmological framework. And the Hebrews believed the Elohim was real, but within a strict monotheistic historical groundwork and framework. So we need to start really upping our game so that people can kind of get the contrast between what it meant to be a Hebrew and believe in the Elohim and what it meant to be an indigenous Nile Valley African and what the Netcharu meant to them. We look at it through the lenses of God, which wouldn't kind of fit, their paradigm. I think that's important.
Okay. All right. Hey, Vic, turn on your camera, man.
What up? What up? You hear me, brother? Saneters, what's happening, man?
What's going on,
How
brother?
you been, man? How you been?
I'm good, man.
Glad to see you here, brother. I'm glad you in good health. Glad you back on the mic. Had me worried for a second there. I'm like, what's going on, my brother Saneters? I got to go check in.
Yeah, what's happening though?
Well, it's funny, right? I've been following y'all documented 12 years, brother. You, Ankh, Ankh, I don't know if you remember me, Ankh. Do you remember me, Ankh, from Blog Talk Radio?
Kind of, sort of. Keep talking. I'm gonna get.
Yeah, he been here for a while with us, huh? He been here.
Wait. I'm about to jog his memory. All right, Supreme used to call me the Hebrew headhunter.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember Supreme in the UK? Yeah, man.
Yeah, Supreme.
I got my validation card, Uncle. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Hey, so I do be protecting Jabari though. We're not even gonna.
Jesus Christ!
You gotta stop this, man.
It's the truth, yo. You're biased. You can't help yourself, yo.
Oh man,
I ain't mad. You like who you like, yo. You like who you like, yo. I ain't mad at you, bro.
Hey, but you know what? I got Jabari though 12 years ago. We can have a rematch whenever y'all want to do it, man. Because I already got Jabari when it came to Jesus Christ. As Saneters knows, I'm a firm believer in Jesus Christ. And we got into that conversation of proving that Jesus Christ was a physical person. What I brought up was the fact that Jesus was talking to the devil. That Jesus was having a conversation with Satan himself. Now, in every religion, they acknowledge demons. They acknowledge some form of evil. Every single form of religion acknowledged this. Yet, the only person that created this was the God of the Bible. So, if you wanted to prove to me that Jesus wasn't real, you'd have to break down Satan for me. You have to prove that Satan wasn't real. That this demonic force that runs across the earth that puts evil in the hearts of men, that don't exist. You know, we never finished that up.
I'm
Elder Santan.
Get him.
No, I'm asking you, Elder Santan.
Yes, sir.
Are you trying to tell me that Charles Darwin, yo, his only scientific work was
went to Charles Darwin?
Yeah, I'm asking Elder Santan because he had a lot of mouth on that conversation.
Yeah, I still do.
Okay, what you telling me, sir, that pangenesis was the only scientific work that Charles Darwin had, brother?
You didn't. You were so big on your thing that you did. I agree with that. I think Cedrick stated and the rest of you. I agreed that pangenesis was something that he started off with, but it failed.
Okay, so, but it was scientific.
Can I finish?
No, I said, was it the only scientific work that Charles Darwin had? Okay, so then why you keep saying the nigga won then?
I told you, you outmaneuvered him with the information. He just outfoxed you because you never debunked him. And I still say to the day, your information was thorough. He came up with information that was okay, but if you didn't let him outfox you, you did, then I would say that. But hold on, Unc, and I got to say this now. Even the point, because he tried that little thing that he did with Jabari on you, but only reason it got past us because you stayed on topic. You never got off topic. You stayed right there. So that was the good part of you. You was over people's head, huh?
Now you might hold on. You know what? I'm agree with you on that point. I ain't tripping. But so I'm saying is I feel like for 20 years that some of us are ready to hear the scientific understanding, right? There's a rule I have: never acquiesce to a faulty premise. What's the faulty premise? That the damn Egyptians developed the damn telescope, right? Or microscope and telescope that can actually see sperm to the point where they would put depictions on that on the wall. So that had absolutely nothing to do with the debate. So I wasn't supposed to address that, bro.
But if you would have did that, can I say something now? Let me dive in. If you would address that, then you would have had him looking like Mr. Cuckoo Bird, because you understand the reality of what you were saying. And like it's over the rest of our head. I'm not deep into science like you, but you had enough to checkmate him. That's all I gotta say.
No problem. Hey, stop. You got to play that goddamn debate. I'm tired of this.
All right.
Tired of Elder Santan. I'm tired of him.
Saneters, the point of the Egyptians say the Saneters are real, literal beings, and is found on this terms papyrus or the Egyptian king list. It shows they are real, but you just ignore it, Saneters. Here's the thing, my brother. Here's the thing. It's not that I ignore it, We already said that the people say that they are real. All you got to do is prove it. So what? The people said Jesus is real. You heard what Victor said. Victor came up in here talking about how he can prove Jesus is real. Some people believe that Prophet Muhammad is real. Some people believe that Allah is real. Some people believe that Yahweh is real. But can you prove it? That's the goddamn point we're talking about. That's the point that I'm talking about. Everybody say a lot of things is real, but it's your job to prove it now. Don't tell me it's what the people say. We know what the people say. But what do you prove?
Yeah, but Jabari has to prove. Well, Jabari says that they are real too. So that's not the standard. Jabari says
you had a big echo on your joint.
Okay, but you heard me, right?
Yeah, I heard you.
Jabari says that they're real. So why do we have to prove it and he don't have to prove it?
They're not literal. He said they are real, but they're not literal.
Right.
Oh, that's the second part of it. My whole thing is if it's not literal, what you got a shrine for? You got a shrine for metaphors and energy for meditation. What the hell you got a shrine for? For hypnosis and shit like that? If it's not real, why you got a goddamn shrine? Why you need people? Right? If it ain't real, see, y'all gotta stop this BS. Like chickens come home to roost. Like if you got a place.
So you tell me that in order for you to have a shrine, you got to believe that they are real. You got to believe that with the dog head was a real.
No, that's not what we're saying. That's not what we're saying. But I won't say that that's a slight or helping Jabari. But ask Jabari, does he have one in his house? Does he have a dog head?
He got a shrine.
No, ask him, does he have a dog head? Ask him, does he have input?
Yes.
Okay, so why does he have a dog head? Just to show that he got a dog head?
No, he might not believe the dog head is real, but he might believe that what it stands for is real. What he represents is real. And he actually believes that spiritual system has power. Yeah, Reggie, you got. I think Jabari believes. I don't think Jabari would stand up in front of everybody if he didn't actually believe that the Kemetic system would actually help the lives of African Americans. He believes in it like all people believe in their religion. Right. So I can't never knock him for that. And at no point do I actually think he would ever lose against Inky in a damn debate. I ain't never thinking that. I ain't never thinking in my mind that he can get past Jabari at all with that nonsense. Yeah. But I think it's important for what Inky is doing these days because he's showing these new pseudos what it really is to be a damn pseudo. At high levels, how he shifts the conversation off the point, right? That's why Elder Suntan, that's why I wanted to stay the course in the debate. So when Saneters finally show it, right, that's the learning process for me, right?
I get it.
Right. Hold on. And the best critique you gave me was
I'm gonna show it this weekend.
Huh?
I'm gonna show it this weekend.
That'll work. I think the best critique you gave me, which I knew, was I'm gonna be over people's head. Right. But I think the people are more prepared 20 years later. I've been talking about evolution 20 years than it was 20 years ago. I think a lot of people can wrap their head around it. It's the new people, okay, that's coming in that can't wrap their head around it yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, because it takes time. And you're right. To be a better teacher, you have to take critique. And so I think that's the best thing you've said to me thus far. Yo, you may have been over my head. I may have been over your head, right? But guess what you did though? You went back. You went back in, and you stayed with him. Like, damn, I figured out what that was. And so that's what I want people to do. I want them to always continue to upgrade. So one day they look at me and say, damn, that nigga was right. Damn, Cedrick know what the hell he talking about. Like, these niggas ain't hating on the elders. I'll give you a better example. Watch this, yo. Most people think that I hate on our elders, right? When I make the point, our elders, a lot of things they was talking about, they actually wasn't qualified. But just because they wasn't qualified don't mean they don't have the right to speak on it. They got things right, they got things wrong. It's our job. If you're standing on their shoulders, right, then you're going to look down and see what they got wrong because you can't stand on the shit they got wrong. Because if you stand on the things and bringing things forward that they got wrong, then you know more better than the white people that you claim that took your history from you in the first place.
All right, hold on.
Hold on, you give. Let me finish. Let me close it out. I'm saying is we got to stay accurate as possible. If we're claiming to do, we claim to do. We're claiming to give us accurate information on our history because we suppose that's going to help us better. That's my point, Sal. Come on, yo. Sometimes you got to stay woke, yo.
All right, hold on, everybody. Apostle. When the debate
bring apostle in the middle of that,
yeah. When the debate first went down, Apostle. When the debate first went down, Apostle, you chose Inky. Now that I threw the debate up yesterday, do you still choose Inky as the winner, Apostle?
No.
Okay.
Nobody do.
All right.
Because
go ahead.
Why?
Because you showed it when you asked, when Jabari or you. No, Jabari asked Inky prior, before the debate, are you going to show and prove Jesus Christ as a literal character?
Absolutely.
He said, for sure.
He said, absolutely.
For sure. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what killed me.
So based on that, judging fairly, I say Inky lost because Inky did not show.
Right.
Even though I believe it's an impossibility and wrong for anybody to attempt to do that.
Hey, Pastor, that's what I was thinking, bro.
I don't think anybody is qualified or can prove that Christ, Jesus Christ, the man, however you call his name, existed outside the information that we have.
Woo!
And the few scholars we have.
What?
That's right.
So I believe he existed. I believe he existed based on my own personal experiences that I lived.
What?
No.
And that I can speak to. But me speaking on those issues is not going to convince you.
Right.
Any more than me trying to convince you I like chocolate pie.
Teach, Apostle.
That's
you know, I like moose pie. I can tell you that, but I can't prove it to you.
You know what he did prove? He proved
I
that
love
wave.
banana pudding.
That wave, Apostle, that he proved.
Yeah, I love banana
No,
pudding.
he didn't.
But I'm gonna say
I've been losing my hat.
Being fair, I'm gonna say this. I always said I'm not gonna debate a woman, a female. God told me debate, conversation is all the same.
Yeah.
Remember that side?
Yeah.
Is a conversation is a debate. You can call it what you want, but a conversation is a debate.
No rules with the conversation. No rules.
So, being that, Tahuti got a point. Whether he had a conversation or whether he had a debate, he had something with Jabari, and the people said he won.
Right. But when you're having a debate, Unc, you see Reggie and Dr. Anika and Jabari and me and Tahuti on the same platform in a real debate.
Yeah, whose side would you be on? Reggie?
No. Listen what I'm asking you.
What?
A debate is when there's only two people. You ain't gonna have Reggie and you asking Reggie questions, then you asking Dr. Anika, and then Jabari. That's not a debate.
It don't work like that.
No, you saying
the apostle.
Formal debate, yo. You can have a formal debate, and we can debate a particular topic, yo.
Right. That's what apostle is saying.
Yeah, that's
all conversations are debates, but not all debates are conversations. So that conversation that was having, that was not structured, that was informal. There is no winner or loser in that conversation. So Tahuti, again, is they are taking words out of context and they're flim-flam.
Right.
Tell me
about the ways, man.
Coming back to the debate, Inky was on some mega flim-flam with his word is a standing wave.
With the way.
From the moment a word is spoken, it travels through atmosphere, travels through a medium, which eliminates the concept of a word, sound, produced by vocal cords being a standing wave. There are moments in speech when certain vowels are produced that creates a standing wave in your throat, but that doesn't constitute or quantify a word. So Inky was on some real BS, even in the debate. His whole methodology of shoehorning and retrofitting, right, is a fallacy which can't be done. Anytime you are claiming modern science equals ancient history, the ancient history would have to use the same context and be attempting to accurately describe the same thing. This is nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be understood. The Kemetic writings do not talk about quantum physics, do not mention standing wave. Enki was on a full-fledged flim-flam throughout the whole debate. He not only lost, he discredited himself as someone who claims to have any form of knowledge. That shoehorning was a demonstration of pseudoisms and full fleek.
Yes. Hey, Mike, what's up, man? Mike Ross, what you think?
Okay, this is what I think. I think Inky won, and this is why Inky won, right? So all y'all keep saying this is supposed to be the conscious community. And then, because I've been listening for a long time to Brother Saneter, and I know y'all be sitting up here talking about the white man science, the white man is. So when Inky did his own research, and he goes and he proves that the vibration of a word is a standing wave, he actually proves his point. Y'all had a show on this like a couple days ago where he showed y'all
the debate about standing waves, brother.
No, the debate was about the word in Christ. And then
who's the word in Christ? Who's the word in Christ?
So listen. This is why
no. Who's the word in Christ?
What you mean? Go ahead.
Who's the word? What is the word?
Inky proved what the word was. Inky proved it.
I'm asking you right now. If he proved it, tell me who is the word. What is the word?
The word is the vibration. And everybody know that word is the vibration. Hold on. Listen. We got a voice box. The voice box produces a vibration. That vibration is a standing wave.
Keep vibrating to a wall, yo.
Hold on. So was Inky debating science or was he debating the Bible? Which one, brother?
Man,
tell me.
Driving.
I don't know what Inky agreed to on that title, but based off the title.
If you don't know.
Because based off the title. If you go based off the title,
I know if you driving, brother, you need to pull over.
Pull it over.
You need to pull that over.
Listen, hold on. I ain't driving either. And y'all, like Inky said, y'all the usual suspects that come up here with the same garbage that y'all been coming up here with. So, Brother Apostle, you didn't even, the other day, they said Jesus was a prophet. They done proved it, and you still arguing it. So you don't even have no credibility at all. So you need a hutch.
Why don't have no credibility, brother? Why don't have any credibility? I made a mistake.
Listen, because Saneter and them. Hold on, brother. Because when Brother La and Saneter.
Hold on, Apostle, one at a time. Get his ass, Apostle. That's all. Go ahead. Finish, Mike.
Yeah, okay. So when Brother Saneter and Brother La showed you that prophet was in there, you acted like you couldn't read it. You had to go to the blue letter, the red letter, the orange letter. You always got to run it somewhere else. See, this is what I know about the conscious community. This is why I say Brother Inky won. This is what I know about the conscious community. Y'all can never come up in here and say y'all wrong when y'all wrong. Y'all argue to death. So listen. Hold on, real quick. Just real quick.
Hey, Mike, get back to the debate. Get back to Inky. Come on.
Let me just say this to Brother Ankh. Brother Ankh should know this. Brother Ankh want people to come up here and when they wrong, acknowledge they wrong. These dudes in this conscious community never acknowledge when they wrong. Now let's get back to the debate. This is why Inky won. This is why Inky won. Because Jabari, time and time again, has tried to prove the Kemetic origins in the Bible. And then when Inky brought the word and broke this shit down, He proved it. And then we sitting up here saying he flim. He didn't. It wasn't ambush. So if y'all ain't opening your mind to understand what Inky talking about, of course y'all gonna say he lost. Inky won, and it was a blowout. And I like Jabari.
Damn, it was a landslide like that?
It was a landslide. A question.
Beat it, dude.
Hey, let me.
How many Inky books you got, yo?
Yo, hold on.
Ask the question.
I gotta let loose my man Seven Assault on this shit. Seven Assault, you gotta let's go, Seven.
Thank you, Saul. First of all, I want to say peace to you, my brother Saul, peace to Ankh, peace to everybody on the panel, peace to everybody on the chat. First things first, we have to establish this. I said in the Inky and Ankh debate that these Inkyites and people who listen to Inky are going to be fooled by his presentation and not by his information. And lo and behold, that's exactly what it was, because we all know Ankh slaughtered Inky in that debate, but the Inkyites was mesmerized by the AI music videos, right? So then we pass it on over to Jabari and Inky, and he's continuing his same flim-flammery as he did with Ankh. He's making all of these videos, right, without Ankh there, chopping up his words, creating all of these flim-flam narratives, right? And then he thinks that he's going to be able to do that with Jabari. I said at the beginning, before that debate, that this debate isn't going to be about presentation, because it's going to be about information. One, because some of the people seen some of the flim-flammery from Ankh's debate, but two, Jabari's just a little more concise with his presentation and exact, and able to take some of the things that Inky tries to pull and throw them against him. And that's exactly what happened. But here's the twist that even the brother that was speaking before me failed to acknowledge. Inky literally tried to flim-flam Sanetta and Jabari, establishing a debate point that they would speak about Jesus on the phone, and then tried to commit ambush scholarship in the debate. We all suspected that he would do that because we trapped him in the weigh-in, right? And Sanetta even established that in the debate. So like I did yesterday, I want to congratulate the HOK audience from not being flim-flammed by Inky again, being able to see the whiz behind the curtain, right? And now, not only has his flim-flammery been exposed, but his integrity has been exposed, because he lied to us. He tried to come up on here and ambush Jabari, right? Lied to the audience, the HOK audience, and really disrespected us by trying to present, trying to win a debate in that manner. This, to me, is an example of how people will hate a person or want to win and be in a certain position as the champ of the HOK, right? The prestigiousness of being the champ of the HOK, to being able to beat the Floyd Mayweather. Some people are so obsessed that they don't even, it's not about the information. It's about slandering Jabari or even Ankh. It's about creating all types of trickery and flim-flam trick knowledge instead of actually focusing on the information. And this is why this is the toughest environment to be in, because you cannot perform that flim-flammery, that ambush scholarship on this platform. You will be exposed, and Inky is that example. I land my plane there.
I want to ask the brother Seven.
Hey, hold up. When would a decision be made in regards to the debate? It was already made yesterday, brother Lai. They had Jabari 74% versus 21%, something like that. They did it yesterday. I played it live for the people.
Over 200 votes too, right?
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask Asar. Do you, for me,
yes, sir.
you offered up a critique, right? I just
Yes.
think the religious argument is far more easier for people to wrap their brain around than the conversation I got dealing with scientific literacy and evolution. I think that's going to be the hardest thing for us to wrap around. We can't. Most of us have a religious mind. Even when we leave the conscious community, we bring all the baggage with us. We go from God to the Most High and don't think it's the same thing. We go from God to the cosmic force and don't think it's the same thing. We go from God to the nature rules. Our application of it is very, very religious. But when you transfer to science, now your thinking has to change. Empirical data has to take precedence. So it's not a lot of people like you who can actually see the difference and make a sound judgment on if the information was accurate or not. So, that's why I keep beating at it, right? Now we're in a situation where you got the the FBA, right? Foundational Black Americans. That's what they say, right? But it's that fundamental problem has raised its ugly head again. Now it's a whole pseudo run of information backed by the same foolery. So now I think 20 years later, we are prepared to apply scientific data, anthropology, not think it's a white man's thing, and correct us. I think it represents a tool of correction for us. We can look at apostles' religion and tell when he's fucking it up. Excuse the language, right? We can look at all the Hebrews and tell when they're messing it up. And we can respect their beliefs, but we can recognize that historically, what is in agreement with the historical data and what is not. So I just think it's important, bro. Like the way you see it, everybody can't see that, yo, based off of, your literacy and science. I just want to
I wanted to ask the brother.
Can I just make a quick response? I just want to make a quick response to Ankh because I think it's important that he hears this. My critique wasn't based on even your debate, because I think everything that you did in your debate was opposite of what everybody expected you to do, brother Ankh. See, I think it was your reputation is what I'm talking about as far as how Jabari was able to switch it up and kind of turn some of the things against Indy, because people, your reputation preceded yourself as far as how you may crash out on somebody, and rightfully so sometimes, in my opinion. So, but I think it was your reputation is what skewed how people looked at your debate, and partly what you said too. I agree, partly of what you said, but I think it's important that people, like even the FBA, if you read what my name is on there, no one's never asked me about the FBA. You see what I say, who I am. I'm a foundational Black African American, and I put African American in there purposely. I put that in there purposely because what we have to understand, all of these terms, the historical genesis of all of these terms and what they really mean, right? Foundational, we understand it's because we're talking about the foundation that our ancestors who were slaves had the imprint on this country. Black being a political term that was created that I use because it's a political term that I use. African, which refers to my lineage, right? Because majority of my DNA is African, right? And then American, because that's where I was born at, I was raised at. That's the culture that I have been, that I practice. So that's what all of those in. And when you guys got into that there is no leadership in the FBA, and we have all this anarchy of all of this confusion, people got to understand, FBA isn't the first term that we use to try to establish lineage. African American was actually the first term that we used upon ourselves on a wide politically accepted way in America. And we didn't have this confusion that we have with FBA. We didn't have terms like tether or people creating divisive arguments because they want to choose who's an African American and who's not. We didn't have those conversations, right? But we're having those conversations now because I think that this movement was created by somebody who didn't want to be established as the leader and allowed chaos to run rampant and couldn't establish any type of organizational standard that would put those people in check. I'll land my plane there.
I wanted to ask the brother Asar a question to really avoid falling subject to another semantical game like with the Inky debate. And now I'm gonna retouch. I wish the brother Reggie was still here. I want to touch on that term, Hamnechetepi. I want to touch on that term. That's a Middle Kingdom term, correct? Introduced into the Middle Kingdom, right? And that term, of course, it would have been given within the dynasty, within the kingship. But that term encompasses a definition. And the definition of that term will be, like the brother Reggie said, the servant of the Netchers, right? So to serve the Netcher, you're going to see, and the brother Professor James Smalls definitely brought this out, you can see primordial glyph work, pre-dynastic glyph work, actually, showing what you will see as a priest, or what we would consider now a Hamnetcher, giving direct veneration, and you will see acting out the servitude for the Netcher. Do you need a king to be a servant of the Netcher?
I believe so.
Most times in the sit
there is a king there, right?
Most times in the sit was the Hamnetcher at the same time.
I was the exact over all of the shrines, correct?
Yeah, but
each temple.
But let's not get sidetracked. Let me ask this: what does that have to do with
Yo. Hold on.
Ask me a question.
Ask me a question. Asar, hold on. Brother Jabari, you hear me?
Yes.
Reggie is coming on a whole full attack, and he's calling you out to a debate on dealing with the literacy, and what they literal, the netters. What you think, brother?
I really want to say it's unfortunate that he's gone this route. It's really unfortunate. He must understand that he is not an expert in any of these areas. Sonetter, I speak English. I actually speak it, read it, write it pretty well. That's expert in history. It doesn't religion or spirituality. Reggie's degree is in computer science. I don't know how many of you know that. Now, let's be clear. He probably got that degree in the 1980s. If Reggie wants to debate, it's going to be a very sorry day. The reality is, I also am going to challenge him on this. He must have said the word ontological about 47 times. Sonetter, Reggie does not know what the word ontological means.
I was asking that question.
A master's of divinity. He does not know what the word ontological means. Because he says ontologically literal. What does that mean exactly? Even go out of what word? Ontological is a philosophical word that relates to the possibility or even inevitability of the existence of a deity. But it does not describe what form that deity is in.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why he thinks saying the word ontological is some sort of key that unlocks the cheat codes that will allow him to win in the debate. What he first should do is go to Webster's dictionary and figure out what he's saying. And the sad thing is that he said it live, so everyone can now go look at what it means. Did you see that one of the brothers on the panel kept asking him, well, aren't you talking about a metaphysical argument about the existence of God? He said, no. The brother was correct. He said, go look at the definition. The brother said, I am looking at the definition. Reggie does not know what the term ontological means. So he's in trouble. And he should have just left it alone. He should have just left it alone.
Ask him about the Hamnetcher stuff.
And that brother was me, Brother Jabari.
I'm listening.
I'm saying that.
All right, go ahead. I stay.
No, I wanted to. I was sitting here asking the brothers, and me and Jabari had a fierce little back and forth. He was a little fierce. I wasn't. but he would question your title as Hamnetra Tepi. And I was giving my explanation as far as my understanding that Hamnetra is the servant of the Neter. He was saying that you cannot be a Hamnetra because there is no king here to give you that name. And my argument to him was like, dude, there necessarily have to be a king present to be a servant of the Neter or the current head servant, because that would be, of course, the Tepi part, the head or the chief or the high. You have to have a king to have the title that you have, Jabari.
Come on. People make ridiculous arguments. You know that, right?
I know that.
Ridiculous arguments. What you should do is just say, brother, do you have a source? Because if you don't have a source, you know what the phrase is. Source up or shut up. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Spiritual traditions, if they're saying that the spiritual tradition of ancient Kemet, it should be exactly the same 5,000 years later, what tradition is the same 5,000 years later? None of them are. And by the way, ask if the person is a Hebrew or a Christian, ask them the last time they went to the priest to burn some turtle doves because their lady had her menses. As far as I recall, ladies have their menses every month. That means they have at least burned about 10 turtle doves in the last year. Tradition is exactly the same.
I want you to answer me this last question. I'm going to fall back because I got to go. And this is like very vital to my understanding.
Yeah, don't run though.
Right or wrong, were there pre-dynastic Kemetic priests?
You know what I would have to say? I think that while we may not have any written attestation of a pre-dynastic Kemetic priest, I think we have to understand that there must have been with 100% assuredness. Why? Because we have records of pre-dynastic shrines.
Thank you.
We have the footings of pre-dynastic shrines. Shrines are tended to by priests. So yes, there were pre-dynastic priests, but you have to understand that this occurs at a time when writing does not exist.
Exactly. So Reggie tried to pull a flim-flam on me and tried to hit me with the, can you show me any writings of these pre-dynastic Kemetic priests? Like I'm a fool. Like I'm not hip to that. There was no real inscriptions up until the third dynastic period, second, heavy to be actually looking at.
There were inscriptions. There were inscriptions from around the first dynasty and even before. I mean, when you look at the Scorpion's mace head, Scorpion is the father of Narmer.
Narmer palette.
Right. But I'm talking about before the Narmer palette. Scorpion's mace head predates it, and it is from Dynasty 0. So we're talking about the period that we usually would call pre-dynastic when we're talking about Scorpion.
So Jabari, because I know you got to go back to class. Did Reggie bite off more than he could chew, brother?
Nah, man.
So another, Reggie always bites off more than he can chew.
Uh-oh.
He always does. And that's the problem. I don't know why he's so upset with me. I've done nothing for him to be upset. If you looked at his whole demeanor when he was speaking last night, he was upset. And I don't know why he's upset. I don't know why.
I can tell you why, Jabari.
I also noticed that when he's talking to Tahuti, he says, well, Tahuti would know because he reads the text. And I said, well, he doesn't read the Meta-Netter. He says, oh, they're good English translations. He doesn't even seem to understand that I am going to clip and use that video ad nauseum. Ad nauseum. Because I read the glyphs better than Tahuti does. Guarantee you. I guarantee that. I'm an intermediate reader now. I'm no longer a beginner reader. In a little bit, I'll read better than Reggie. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I'm always becoming. I am the Kepper. I am not going to stay in one place.
Right.
Just like I just got a postgraduate certificate in the study of Africa and the African Diaspora. I'm continuing to improve and work. Ask Reggie when his last academic degree was. If that date it has a 1 and a 9 in front of it, tell him to go sit down. Tell him to go sit down.
Damn.
Ask your question, huh?
Whoa. So, Jabari, I disagree with you. You cannot have a priest without a pharaoh, and you cannot have a pharaoh without a priest. It's fundamental in how the Egyptian society operated and understood it. You know, there was as above, so below. We say this all the time. So there is no such thing.
So here's the question.
Pharaoh. No, that's what I'm saying.
Here's the question.
No, I'm asking you a question. Is that true? Is that true?
No, wait. No, it's wrong.
Okay,
I already said it's wrong.
I disagree with you.
So let me ask you this. When you say Pharaoh, what are you referring to? Are you referring to the ruler of the two lands?
I'm talking about regardless of whether he ruled both lands or just one or not. I'm talking about that they're inseparable. I'm saying, watch this. Pharaoh. Right? You can't have a Pharaoh without it. Hold on, Jabari.
Wait, no. Listen.
Jabari.
Don't continue. Listen to me. I'm explaining.
Don't continue. I don't need you to explain it to me. I don't need you to flim-flam me.
You do, because the way you ask the question.
Let me make my point. All right, let me make my point. Okay.
Let him make his point, Jabari.
I'm saying you cannot have a pharaoh without a priesthood, right? Because the king's cosmic and ritual duties require specialized ritual agents. You cannot have a priesthood without the pharaoh, because the priestly authority and temple power originates from the royal sovereignty. This is clear in Egyptian cosmological and state ideology. That's all I'm saying. That's okay, bro.
Ankh, before you continue, you're making several logical errors.
Oh man, what would that be?
Listen to me. Let me explain. When you say pre-dynastic, most people are referring to the period before Namr. Right?
Right. Yeah, I already know what you're gonna say for you.
So you should know that Scorpion. Hold on. Scorpion is Namr's father. And Scorpion is not the first regent in the region. You know this. There were kings, and you already said it doesn't matter whether they ruled one or two.
Right.
Both lands or one land.
Correct.
Well, there were priests during that time as well.
Yes, it was.
So I don't know why you said so. So then, if you say yes, it was, you disagreed with yourself.
No, I did not.
Just disagreed with yourself.
Hold on, let me tell you why I didn't. Because you're simply saying that there wasn't the pharaohs yet, but you had chieftains, and chieftains have priests. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. A higher authority.
So then,
same. Hold on. Do you get what I'm saying? Take away the word pharaoh. You need a chief. Jabari
said that there were no priests. Hold on. You said there were no priests before the pharaohs. Now you
say that. I didn't say that. I never said that.
You did say that.
I did not say that.
Okay.
I said I said they're inseparable. You need one. You need both. That's what I said. That's what I said, Jabari. I didn't say who came first. I said it's part of the ideology. It's part of the cosmic order. That's what I said, Jabari. That's it.
What's both? Both what? Both what?
You need a chief, and you need a high priest. That's what I'm saying.
Ankh.
By the time of the pharaoh.
Wait, hold on. First, you use the word pharaoh. Now you're using the word chief. I don't have a problem with that. But what I'm saying to you is, don't use the word pre-dynastic, because there's a big difference. There's a big difference.
What's the difference?
And understand that there are likely, I already explained it, but I'll explain it again.
Explain it again.
But let me say to you, Ankh, hold on.
No, man, you got a leg, bro. Come on, relax that.
What are you doing?
No, I'm saying there's a leg.
All right. Go ahead, Jabari. Go ahead.
What are you doing? There are chieftains, as Ankh has described them. By the way, these are all new terms. No one called them chieftains or pharaohs. But there were chieftains in Kemet that probably go all the way back to hundreds of years before Namr, hundreds of years before Scorpion. This is the pre-dynastic era. So if you're saying you can't have a priest without a chieftain, well, chieftains go back probably all the way to, we know several hundred years, and definitely to time immemorial. And that's even if I want to agree with your assertion that you cannot have a priest without a chief. I'm not even sure if I agree with that assertion. But if I did, then you cannot use the term pre-dynastic, because by definition, the chiefs that you're talking about are pre-dynastic. And we know that there are early shrines in Kemet. We have the footings, we have the excavations. There are many of them. You should look at Emily Teeter's work. There are several really, really good books. If I was in my library, I'd show them to you on pre-dynastic Kemet. And you're going to see a large number of priests. When you look at the Nakata vessels and you see the likely feminine deity with her arms raised, every historian agrees that those people attending to her are priests. There's no king that is recorded at that time. They're likely chiefs. This is the pre-dynastic era. No one would call Nakata and all of that period not pre-dynastic.
No. So when we talk about the dynastic times, right? And the unification, you're talking about pre-unification. But what that did not mean, they actually had chieftains with power, and they actually had cities that was walled off. Okay, they were separated. They was different polities. Right? You shaking your head? No, I'm telling you that there were different polities with rulers in each one of those polities.
I'm shaking my head. They didn't have it.
No, he's talking to King J, because King J was shaking his head.
Yeah, so basically the point I'm trying to make here is, right? Are you saying that in pre-dynastic times, right, that the chief and the spiritual leader was the same person? Is that what you're basically saying?
Yes.
I would think that would sound more correct.
No.
King J, I might agree with you on that, King J.
And the old kingdom, the Nasit was the Himneter and the warrior.
All right, go ahead, Jabari. What you saying? Go ahead, Jabari. What are you saying?
The old kingdom.
We have records. Now, obviously, the period you're referring to is a period before writing, right? So we don't have names, but we have all of the artifacts and the shrines that attest to pre-dynastic priests. We know there's no historian that would say that there were not priests before the pre-dynastic era, long before the pre-dynastic era.
Okay, so Jabari,
no one would make that argument.
So Jabari, you do have writing in pre-dynastic times. What are you talking about?
I said this is mostly before the time of the pre-dynastic era. That is what I said, before the writing era.
You said there was no writing in pre-dynastic time, and it actually was, because you got the glyphs.
It's very Ankh. I'm talking about hundreds of years before.
What?
I'm talking about hundreds. I'm going back way. Listen to me. I'm going back way before.
So you're not talking about pre-dynastic.
I'm talking about way before.
Before that period.
Minutes. Brother, if you ask a question or make a you have to. I'm on the phone. I can't even see you.
Right,
you have to give me a minute to respond. I'm trying not to be long-winded. I really am.
Yeah, you're doing good.
But when you talk the whole time, it's not possible for me to respond. We have records that would give us a really good indication that there are spiritual leaders. Let's call them priests. None of these terms are contemporary, but that there's spiritual leaders that go back probably several millennia in ancient Kemet before the time of the unified kings. That's how old that is. That's how old it is. Can we say that they had the title Hemneter? There's not writing in that period, so we can't say they had the exact title. But we know that Hemneter is one of the names of a priest. It's the title that I have. I'm Hemneter and Tepi. That's my title. So that's the reality.
So Jabari, Amir-Ra.
Yes.
Amir-Ra asked a question. He said, "Ask Jabari."
Amir-Ra McCarthy.
Yeah, Amir-Ra McCarthy said, "Ask Jabari if the spirit he heard speaking to him in the museum was literal or not." I'm gonna say it was not literal.
Was it the spirit? What are you saying? Is he asking, were the words literal or the spirit literal?
Yeah, when you talk to the mummy.
Yes, it was the spirit he heard speaking to him at the museum was literal or not? Was it literal or not? The spirit.
First of all, I would say that it was not tangible. So in that sense, I would say it was not literal.
But
I want you to be very clear. But wait, let me finish. I didn't hear words. I said I heard a voice.
Huh? His phone died. Sorry. So we
was
knew
the voice speaking word.
Hold on. So I want to say to you, my brother Armin Ra McCarthy.
There you go, taking up for him.
I'm not taking up. Why yo? Stop the stupid shit. Like I'm not supposed to speak and drop information too. When I do, people say I'm taking up for him. This ain't got nothing to do with Jabari. I'm talking about the statement that my brother made. And what I'm going to say is, remember, Armin Ra McCarthy, you are a pastor. So I know you speak to spirits as well. You got to be speaking to the spirit of Christ. You got to be speaking to the spirit of God. That's the point that I'm making. So be careful with that, brother.
No, you taking up for Dubai right now because you took it away.
So whenever I speak information,
I don't know.
Doing a great job, but we right back. We all seen Jabari.
Come on,
respond to the mummies. So we just don't know what language was the mummy speaking in Jabari. That's all.
He heard the mummy talking to him.
I'm on the phone, so I'm assuming that you were not able to hear. If you did hear what I said and you're just asking,
no, we didn't hear you. Your phone went out. The mummy stopped the transmission. Okay. We didn't hear it. Go ahead, Jabari. Go ahead.
What I want you to say is, I don't feel like I should answer questions when you're trying to ridicule me.
What?
So when you say I haven't answered, when you ask a question like that,
I didn't ask the question. Ra McCarthy did.
No, brother, stop.
I didn't ask the question, yo.
What you just said.
No, man, it was a follow-up to Ra.
One at a time, y'all. Come on, man.
Follow-up, brother. If Amin Ra asked a question, you followed up, then you're asking a question. That is how the English language works, and that's what I'm saying.
All right, can we just get a coherent answer? Go ahead, bro.
I already said, I did not make out any words. I said I heard a voice.
That's
what I did not make out any words. I turned because I thought it was Anika speaking, and Anika wasn't even there.
So it was a voice, though. So what you agree it was a voice, though? You just didn't hear the words.
It was a voice. You can look at the video if you like. And you can say what you like if you like.
No. I'm not ridiculing.
And Jabari, you said he called your name. You said he called your name.
We're talking. Why are you talking? Why are you talking? I'm still speaking. I'm saying to you, my experience does not require your approval at all. So the reality is I heard a voice and I turned. That's what I said in the video, and that's what I'm saying now.
Appreciate
I didn't have a conversation. She didn't read me today's newspaper. None of that happened. You all, when I've heard you say this many times on other platforms too, Ankh, and I know that you're making fun, and that's okay. We tease each other. There's nothing wrong with us teasing each other, right?
Yeah.
I just want you to know, if you ask me a serious question and you're teasing me, if you're teasing me, I'm probably not going to give you a serious answer. And so you said that I haven't answered. It's because most of the time I know you're just teasing. If you really wanted to know what I experienced, I would share it with you. I would.
Jabari, I'm not teasing you, Jabari. But did you not say that he called your name? That you heard your name and you turned?
I did not say that they called. I did not say. Go back and look at the video.
I did
not say that someone called my name. No, you didn't.
Oh, Jabari, come on, man. You did say that.
What's that clip? Let me see.
Oh, prove it. Get the clip. Apostle, just get the clip.
What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I heard a voice.
He heard a voice. He didn't know, and he said it was a female voice. He don't know what she was actually saying. I got it. Yep, I got you. No problem.
All right, hold on.
I did not make it out.
All right, hold on. Armin Ra McCarthy responded by saying, "Sir, I do believe I speak to Holy Spirit." See? He do believe he speak to Holy Spirits. I was asking if he thought so. That's what he was saying. So he wasn't making fun of the question, Jabari.
No.
He was asking if you thought
I knew. No, wait.
I am.
I knew that Amin-Ra McCarthy wasn't making fun. I knew that. I know Amin-Ra McCarthy. I know he wasn't making fun. I was referring to Ankh, who was making fun.
Right.
I'm definitely having fun, yo.
So,
I'm definitely having fun.
yeah, you're having fun.
All right, so close
and by the
out,
way,
man.
when I make jokes at you, wait a minute. When I make jokes about Ankh, he gets very angry. But he jokes about me all the
get
time.
emotional.
All the
There
time.
you go, taking up for him.
Now, let me say this
Come
real
on
quick.
now.
Let me say this.
He gets angry. But,
you know, what they do, Jabari, I figured it out now.
I said you won, Jabari. I ain't saying
I figured it out. When they say Sanetta, you taking up for them, what they trying to do is silence me. They don't want me to speak on nothing. And the minute I speak on anything, they say I'm taking up for you, Jabari. That's crazy to me, man.
I know.
They just trying to silence me.
I know.
And they don't want me to talk. Because I don't agree with their flim-flam stuff. They know that.
I know. I
don't need the help, Jabari.
I know.
Jabari is way more advanced than me in this information. So what the hell? What am I going to help Jabari with? Stop it, man. Stop, man.
All right, man. Come on. All right, man. You're not taking up for him, yo.
Hold on. Thank you, brother Jabari. I appreciate you. Get back in the class. Yep. What time you got to go back in?
Well,
you on break?
I'm driving to class. That's what I'm doing. I'm not actually at the class. I'm driving to class.
Okay.
So my class starts at 7. So I'm headed over there right now as well.
What college you going into?
I teach at Hunter College. Part of the City University of New York.
Okay. So Jabari, in closing, let the people know how you gonna give Dr. Reggie the smoke. It's time now, you saying.
I'm just saying I don't know why he's so upset. But, you know, his feelings are not going to matter. The reality is that he is way, way over his weight class when he talks about these topics. Just look up the word ontological. He does not know what it means. And he keeps saying it. Why is he saying it like that? I don't even understand why he's doing that. It don't make sense. It doesn't help him. It doesn't help him. He's leaving out ontological. Ontological is a philosophical debate that where scholars have debated whether a deity, a supreme being, can exist or not.
Hey, I want to let you know
it has nothing to do with
Jabari. I want to let you know that Brother Lie is taking side bets. He got Reggie. Brother Lie is up on the screen right now.
Woo! Well, you know,
you don't think it'd be a good one, Jabari? I think. Hey, Saul, where you at?
I think one of the things that Reggie tries to do sometimes is he tries to butter up some people in the audience. That's not going to help either. It's not going to help. Reggie is a computer scientist who has been allowed to do a lot because he's taken some classes on the MetaNetter. That's it. That's it.
Woo.
Hey, Jabari.
You see him, Reggie. What degrees do you have? What certification do you have to talk about the things you're talking about? Because he's questioning someone's scholarship. The reality is he has a computer science degree from City College, if I'm not wrong, from the 1980s. What?
Ooh. Hey, Jabari, hold on. Hey, Jabari, so what make you qualify? You got a degree.
Hold up, Unc. So you're saying that that is outdated or something because of the computer science that we have today?
That's a terrible shot.
I'm not even saying it's outdated. I'm saying in the 1980s, it's hard to call what he was working with a computer by today's standards.
Oh, man.
He was basically using a telephone.
Dang.
He was using a hard-line phone, calling it a computer.
Hold on. Jabari, hold on. So you saying you qualified to have a conversation with spirituality? Do you have a degree in divinity?
He got a computer. I'll answer. Hold on. He has a computer science degree before the internet. Let's just put that into degree precedes the internet.
Oh man.
Let's go further. The question that I just got from Ankh is a good one. Why should I say that his certification is not as viable or relevant to this conversation and mine is? Well, first of all, I have a degree in Africana Studies.
Okay.
Second of all, I also have a master's degree of divinity. I've been a person in a spiritual institution, and I also, in addition to this, have been trained as a priest. So I just want you to understand, this means that I've been thinking about spiritual issues for a really long time, not just the language. So the reality is that when we talk about, and I should mention, just got my postgraduate certificate in the study of Africa and the African diaspora from the University of Chichester. So I want you to understand that I've been doing this for a long time, and my focus has been in the same area. I don't think Reggie can make that same claim. If he had, he would not be using such an important term to religious scholars like ontological. It has nothing to do with this debate.
So you don't think Reggie be good competition? I think it'd be good competition.
No, Reggie will be a good competition.
Yeah, I think it'd be good competition, Reggie. I mean, you don't think so, Jabari? I think he's qualified, right? With his studies in Africa and Egypt and Meta Nature, right? And of course, you're qualified. I'm saying you just can't use that divinity degree against me. I'll beat you up on it. Don't use it. But you know what I mean? You surely, I think it'd be a good conversation with y'all. I think it'd be one of the best ones in the year. I think it would be. I think the last couple debates was good.
Well, he said he will take them on.
Okay, all right.
He will
I want to
take
know
them
you think it's gonna be competition. Go ahead.
I'm not questioning Reggie's intellectual ability. I'm not questioning that. I'm not questioning whether he's done research and reading. I'm just saying this topic is a little bit different. It's specifically about spirituality. It is not about the language. By the way, he's the one that said that Tahuti could have this conversation because he reads the text. He has some good English translations. He said that.
Okay.
I don't even know why he would say that and not realize I'm going to weaponize that against him.
I think Commission and Jabari would be a good debate.
Commission? No,
Commission and Jabari.
I didn't hear
would be a good debate.
No.
I think Commission and Reggie.
No, nobody's doing that.
Either way.
Nobody's doing a pot. Hey, but anyway, Jabari, look, man, may the mummy be with you.
What do you think, son?
Yeah. And peace to your mama, too. You know. I'm saying peace to your mama, too.
I didn't say your mother. I say the mummy.
Hello.
No, he ain't say your mother.
Yeah, I'm talking about your mummy. Your mummy is your mother. So I'm saying say hello to her for me.
No, my mother is dead. I can't talk to my mother. Yeah, my mother dead, Jabari.
Exactly.
Well, I'll reach out to her and let you know what she says.
All right, see, I ain't gonna mad at you, but like I said, may the mummy be with your pseudo ass. How about that?
Yeah, you've been making fun the whole time.
And I didn't say your mother, and I ain't said nothing about that fake ass degree you got, neither. I couldn't. Now
you get mad.
Oh, yeah, you said mummy. You said mummy. There's more than one definition for the word mummy.
Oh, mommy? What did you say? My mother?
We're talking about
mummy. Mummy.
He said mama.
The sepulchre.
Hold on.
He said mummy.
What'd you say, Jabari?
He said mama.
There's more than one definition for the word mummy.
We're listening.
That's what I said.
We're listening because you on the hook right now.
He ain't talk about your mother, Unc. He said mummy. Mummy.
So, mummy and mama is different.
But listen.
What?
Listen.
You said you're gonna say hi. I said she did. See, I'm gonna say hi to her.
Listen to me.
You don't get mad at that though.
You make fun of you get mad at everything. I don't even care.
I ain't mad. I ain't mad. I don't. I promise you I ain't mad. My mother did, and I know that I carry the genetics of my mother. Yo, I'm good. I ain't tripping. But that means I can really get you.
The Bible says the dead knoweth nothing, nor do they speak, nor do they answer.
Don't do who? Say again.
The Bible says that the dead knoweth nothing.
Nor do they
speak, nor can they answer. David said of his dead son, I must go to him. He cannot come to me.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Was Lazarus dead?
Ooh.
Yeah, Lazarus was dead, but Christ raised Lazarus.
So then so let me say this to you. Eat that. Just eat it. Just eat it. Just eat that. Just eat that.
God.
Christ is different from me. Christ raised Lazarus. Lazarus' sisters couldn't talk to Lazarus. Christ talked to Lazarus.
Yep. Keep going.
So no, that's not the same. That's not the same.
Your question. Now, see, here's the problem.
Make sense out of it. Don't.
Right. Here's the problem of literalism. You actually were rocking with Inky because he said Christ is a title, and many can be the. I would argue. So why are you saying Christ spoke to him? Though anyone who's the Karas can speak to Lazarus.
Well, I'm talking about Jesus Christ spoke, or whoever you call.
Oh, now Jesus. You want to talk about Jesus Christ,
brother. After watching it, I gave you the victory.
Oh my!
Yeah, God. He did give you the victory.
I gave you the victory. I saw Inky said he's going to talk about Jesus Christ. I see that now.
Okay,
I didn't see that.
Okay, brother.
Don't go nowhere, Jabari. I got a question for you, Jabari.
Let me ask. I'm going to be here for a few more moments because I'm going to arrive at the school and then I'm going to get out the car. But yeah.
Hold on, Jabari, real quick. If I was to say that my mother or my father or my cousin's uncle's brother communicated with me, I would be lying. Because they don't. I don't talk to them.
Okay.
They don't talk to me.
Is there a question in there, or what?
That's you, Apostle.
Are you just talking about your experience? Is there a question, Apostle, or what are you asking?
No. That's all I'm saying.
Jabari, I got one for you.
I don't seek man beyond the grave.
Wait a minute. In the Kemetic spiritual tradition, when you go to that thing that Western scholars have regrettably called a false door, you are meant to be able to commune with the ancestors. They go in and come out. That is what the text says. When you look at the Pertim Haru, that's what it says. My tradition is not the same as yours, brother. It is not.
Oh, so hold up.
Africans are Africans.
Come on,
cool, Rob.
In his tradition.
Hold on. I'm still.
Go ahead.
The Africans routinely speak to the ancestors. That's the reason why we do libation. It's the reason why we commune. That my tradition, as I have rendered it, as I understand it, is different than the one that you are, and that's okay. I mean, I'm not saying you have to wait for an answer, but I'm saying in my spiritual tradition, you mentioned the Bible. Mine occurs a little bit differently than yours.
So hold on. So Apostle, don't you get on your knees sometime if you can, or don't you be in the bed sometime and you talk to Jesus and you pray to Jesus, or you pray to God, or you pray to the spirits? And you say, please, Lord, help me, please, in Christ. I mean, that's doing the same thing.
No, because in my belief, Christ is alive, even though he's not in this realm. He's alive. It's like God is alive. God is not in this earthly realm. But I can communicate with him, and he can communicate with me because he is alive. Even as Christ is alive.
Okay, that's your belief, brother. That's
not dead.
You
can't communicate with the dead.
Your belief doesn't have to be mine, brother.
That's true.
Your belief does
that's the difference.
I'm allowing.
That's
allowing you to have yours. Listen, I'm allowing you to have yours, but you
can keep muting my mic while I'm talking
because he's on the phone and you talking. You just keep talking, Apostle.
I thought I had liberty to talk.
Let me go. Hurry up, Rakufu. Come on.
Okay, hey, Jabari, real quick. So, Jabari, me and you can go into the Bible. Can't we find where the two witches, so-called witches, brought up? Who was it? Not something for David. Remember?
It was Samuel. It was the devil.
So how did they bring up and talk to somebody that's different than you, and you acknowledge your God acknowledged that spirit spoke?
Because they brought up the devil. They thought they brought up Samuel.
Okay.
The Bible is very clear.
Okay.
They brought up the devil.
Let me say this. So actually, the spirituality that African Americans practice in America, claiming to be Kemetic, is really another brand of glorified Christianity without using the words. The way they do the traditions, the way they do the customs, is definitely a form of Christianity, covered in the cloak of pseudoisms and wild information. They're not practicing an indigenous spirituality where you have blood sacrifices, where you really have a divine leader that's connected to the heavens and all. They're not really doing it. They're doing a modified version of it, and it actually come out of spiritual practices of white people. It actually do. Kemeticism and Orthodox Kemeticism. It's right there for y'all to read, yo. It's part of the New Age movement. Now,
can I talk?
What Jabari is doing?
It's your brother Reggie. Right? Can I talk?
Maybe hold on, Reggie. My point.
This
Yo.
is
I know.
no.
I'd like to respond, actually.
Let me finish my point. Then you can go next, Reg. I'm simply saying, I've always said this, that Kemeticism is full of pseudoisms. Now, maybe Jabari is working hard to fix that, but as of today, I'm saying that it's pseudoscientific spiritual systems. Go ahead, Reggie.
Thank you, Ankh, and you're absolutely right.
Wait. Hold on.
I'm
talking to you, Jabari. Jabari, where you go?
I'm talking
tradition,
I'm
and
talking.
on.
Right. No, you want to talk about me? That's fine. Okay, so about my credentials, I have a journal article. No.
To respond.
About my credentials. About you don't want to let me talk.
Saneter.
You don't do mod.
Something about
you don't do mod. You don't do that. So after Ankh said he stopped so I could talk, but you don't want to do mod.
What does that
you
mean?
You don't do mod.
Moderator.
Okay, so let me talk. What you scared of? Him Nechatepi? What you scared of? What you scared of?
I'm certainly not.
Crystals? What you scared of? The energies, the forces? What you scared of?
They ain't got no crystals, Reggie. You made that up, Reggie. They do not use crystals in the temple, man.
Yeah, what? What you scared of? So here's the thing. So this still want to lie about my credentials. Okay, I have more than 8-9 presentations in ASCAC, you liar. Second of all, I have a journal article on Kemet that you don't have. And if you like, show us anything that you have written besides the 7 Little Lies children book. Who uses that?
That's a good book.
So since you want to lie on my credentials, okay, fine. You said what you wanted to say. Now show me a journal article of original thought that you got published. I'll be waiting.
Now,
since you want to lie,
to be clear, I'm
not finished. All that clear stuff. Everybody, look up ontological literate. Look it up. So he want to play little word games. He can play that with other people. He cannot play that with me. Now, if you're a Him-Neter-Tepi, what are you, a Him-Neter-Tepi of forces, of energies? What are you? Because that's what you're selling.
You know, you constantly use questions, and then when I go to answer, you keep talking. Do you want it? Is there a question you want me to answer? First of all,
no, I don't need to ask no questions. I'm gonna see you at a debate. Who you to answer my questions? Don't read a book, dude.
Notice that. I said, ask about your credentials, and you mentioned the journal article. That means that I was correct. The whole audience sees now that you have a computer science degree from the 1980s and a few classes in the Meta-Netter. You have presentation. I'm not taking away your presentations at ASCAC. I've done presentations